Hello, hello, everybody. I'm alive. My flesh has returned. I've had a lot of stuff going on lately, to be honest, but it's settled enough that I'll probably be back streaming and/or making content here shortly. Um, but yeah, I spoiler alert, based on the title of the video, I got a hold of some Japanese green teas and was going to use this video as a chance to show it and somewhat talk about it. I'm admittedly far less knowledgeable on Japanese greens as I am towards like Chinese teas and things of that nature, but I know enough. I bought some good stuff. I went to here, let me move these. I will be making one on stream here. I have my Conro, which is a Gyokuro. Gyokuro is a very high-end green tea, really, really good. And I happened to be at Ippodo, which is the tea place I went to. Very, very, very high quality. The tea house was amazing. Great experience. I know it says cold brew, and it kind of like threw me off too. But you can also just make it hot. They have they have full instructions and everything. So, but I guess from what they were saying is basically you can kind of pull a little bit more flavor out of most Gyokuros by doing a cold brew. So I will be trying it at some point. I'm not really a cold green tea kind of guy. And I got some hojicha while I was there. I haven't tried their hojicha yet, but I'm a fan of general like hojichas, genmaichas, all of those. The benchas, where they're kind of like the roasted or that kind of thing teas. They're all really good. And I did learn they do have a US store online, but it is admittedly significantly less offerings. And then finally, this is probably the one I'm going to make today. I got Shincha, which is their new harvest sencha. Shin being the Japanese word for new, cha being tea. But yeah, Shincha. So this is the 2026 spring harvest that they harvest in late April through about mid-May, and so it's like packaged and sold usually starting right around late May to early June. You know, things change on the season, but I thought it was really cool. This music's a little loud. Ripping that down live. Now it's way too quiet. I can never find a balance. Oh well. But yeah, so I got those teas, and then while I was in the region, I was in yeah, I picked this. So this was picked up in Kyoto, where Ippudo is. But while I was in the region, I stopped over at Issei. And Issei, phenomenal little area, great little area. Issei has had Oshawott everywhere, right? And I was like, why is Oshawott everywhere? And he's on everything, including Uji, which is a very good tea making region there. I guess I'm gonna spill the beans. So he was on teas everywhere, and I was like, okay, why is he here? And so basically, the long and short answer is it's the Mie Prefecture, which I guess sometimes is also referred to as like Miju, like it can be read like the characters can be read as Miju or Mie, but Mie is the like proper term. And Oshawott, this little guy right here, his Japanese name is Miju Maru. And so just simple as that, they were like, he's our mascot. They even have like an Oshawott park and a bunch of other stuff. I didn't go to any of it, but I was like, that's really cool. So I did get a little bit of tourist slop. I picked up. Look, it's like there's a bunch of them, and look how happy he is. Like, how can you say no to this guy? He's like, oh, and look, he's so happy. So the Wakocha, I don't know. Issei means they're all like the Issei ones, which Issei has like decent tea, but like Uji is the region that's really known well for it. I don't know what type of teas these are. I could probably tell as soon as I taste them, but they all have like instructions and everything on it. It's a pretty cool thing. It wasn't like, even though it was like tourist slop, it was like $3 for the whole little box here. So I was like, you know what? We'll be a tourist. We'll do some tourist slop. I already went to a fancy tea house. I'm like, I didn't plan on getting any more, but why not? And so I got that. But while I was in the region of Issei, and kind of what warranted me into getting this in the first place, walking down a very famous hallway, or a town street rather, and I picked up a jar of Issei Sencha just to compare to the flavor of like the Shincha and whatnot. Got a cool wrapping, and it came in a tin, so I know this would survive transit, no problem. That was a big reason that I was like, yeah, you know what, I can get that, because like wherever I shove it, it will survive. So these are pretty well intact. They didn't take much damage. You can see, like, I haven't touched these since I pulled them out. They took a little bit of damage, but not the end of the world. But yeah, so, you know, that's that. So anyway, Japanese green, there's a lot to learn about it. Matcha especially, getting the chasen, which is the little like bamboo brush you use to like foam it and all of that. And there's like the whole, I forget the name of the cup. Matcha itself can like really require effectively being an expert in alone, let alone talking about going and getting, I forgot I made some tea in that just today. All right, I'm gonna clean this out real quick before I make this. I'll be right back. But yeah, so yeah, matcha itself can like require full expertise, and it's very, I don't know, it's very interesting field. And like Japanese greens are good. There is like a recent push for Japanese blacks, which is interesting. I didn't know of like the best brands or best ones to get, so I didn't grab any while I was there, but Ippodo is a very well-known like tea house. They've been around for a exceptionally long time in the former capital of Kyoto. Really, really good. Everything there is phenomenal. Highly recommend if you're ever in the area. All right, let me get this water up to temp with the wonderful modern magic of creating media. I will be back immediately with everything ready to go. All right, and with the power of magic, we've returned. My water is at temperature. There's some music playing again. They're just like some random royalty-free music I found, so if it's good, let me know. If it sucks, let me know. I think I just heard a vocal. I didn't like that. Anyway, Anyway. Back to the focus, the video at hand. That's what we're here for. We are gonna do the Shincha. I don't want to do my Gyokuro yet, and Hojicha is just Hojicha. That can be done anytime. But a first opening, first flush of Shincha should be really special. Let's see the recommendation. They say 2 tablespoons roughly with 176 degree water for 40 seconds. Interesting. 10 grams, roughly 2 tablespoons. I'll do it to my... That's for a 7-ounce pot. This is a pretty small pot. How many ounces do we think that is? This is nowhere close. Probably about a half-size pot. So let me open this. This is first harvest of the year, like spring harvest, even in China. Like, this is the good stuff. As good as it gets when it comes to grains. One thing that's different between sencha and like Chinese grains, and even to an extent gyokuro, is they don't mind if the leaves are a little bit broken. Now, obviously, mine are probably going to be a little bit more broken than that due to transit. We have it open. Looks good. Ooh. Ooh. It's got that, like, umami scent you get from matcha, almost. I poured a little bit too much in there. It looks like a little bit too much still. Okay. This might come out a little strong. But it's got this cool umami scent to it. What would I describe those back notes as, just from the scent? How good of a view can we get? Oh, if I go like this and get more light on it. Oh yeah, look at that. I know it's not quite centered just based on where my light is, but that's nice. Some long ones in there. You can see there's some small ones. That could be transit. That could be the fact that sencha just usually has those. Really, really deep, beautiful greens. Some light greens, some really dark in there. Really a big fan. Really a big fan of the look. I can't get over that scent. It's so different from the Chinese greens. It really has this, like, umami to it, which is like a savory if you're not, like, a weirdo like me. How else would I describe it? It's very... I feel like vibrant is like a terrible way to explain it, but there's just like so much to it. There's like a lot of like life to this. Like you smell richness. But yeah, it smells like something that would come out of your garden. That's a good way to put it. All right. Let's get this ready. I'm gonna keep these back just so they don't get splashed. Give myself a little brush or something one day to get the little specks. That's all right. Yeah, just like a really nice umami is the best way to describe the scent. We'll get it in there. Right about there is a good level. I don't want to overwater it. I don't want to underwater it. You know, that's how things are, but very excited. Obviously, I'm going to drink it. I'll pour it in one of these first because I love these cups. This whole set has been amazing. It was a gift from somebody, which I, eternally like am thankful for this gift. It's been phenomenal. I'll also pour some into this just for the sake of having visuals. There's a different visual between an opaque cup and like just seeing it in the glass. So yeah, that's a wonderful idea. I'm so excited to see how it's gonna smell. It's gonna taste. Very, very exciting. Yeah, Japanese green is definitely like a world I've been a little afraid to step into. Not for any really good reason, mind you, but China being the birthplace of tea and having so much variety, it was never something I felt pressed to step into, but with the opportunity there, I figured it's as good a time as any. I didn't actually like set a timer, so I'm going to assume that it's been a good. Oh yeah. Let's see if we can capture this real quick before we pour. You can see. Not really. It's even hard to like. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to show it very well on stream here, unfortunately. The limits of my setup, but the leaves have really expanded very quickly. I'm going to give that credit to that being the age and newness of the leaves. That's a really rich, like, mellow green to this. And with green, even with Chinese green and any like thing like that, you should always drink the first steep, especially like white teas too. When they're very mellow flavors, you're supposed to. So like you can see here, it doesn't show much for color and all of this. And then there's this here, which has this phenomenal mellow like yellowness to it. Not to infringe on your copyright by saying mellow yellow, but it's like a nice yellow green. It's really beautiful, honestly. I would describe this as beautiful. And for different lighting, of course, I will take a picture with my phone as well. All right. And now the umami smell has strengthened, but it's more full. It's like a full body scent now. I would describe the scent is like, yeah, it's getting to like a garden vegetable almost. Very, yeah, the taste is similar. It doesn't have that like grassy flavor of a green. It tastes like a vegetable. Mm. Oh wow. Shinja. Very interesting. You could almost drink that and think it was like water flavored with a really rich like cucumber peel almost. Oh yeah. It's a very it's it's snappy. It's umami. It's a very full-bodied tea flavor experience. There's not like so like sometimes when I'm drinking teas, like especially Chinese teas, they focus a lot on like the over notes, the under notes, that kind of thing. This just has like a full body structure to it. But yeah, that is phenomenal. Delicious. Highly, highly recommend. They should still be in stock. Epoto tea does ship to the US, but their offering is significantly more limited than what they have for Japan. Non-sponsored stream, as always. Any tea company that would like to sponsor me, please, 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 please. My email is open. DM me, contact me, put a message in my chat. I don't get that many messages. Like, please. But everything else aside. But yeah, this was phenomenal. Huge fan. It says you can make 3 pots with these leaves. Being a small pot, I could probably get more than that out of this one. But yeah. Oh, I think I just heard the website I'm using advertise itself in the middle of a song. That's hilarious. All right. Anyway, hope everybody's doing. Hope everybody has been doing well lately. I apologize for my absence once again. I will be back shortly, though. I'm gonna pause that music. I don't like that they just advertise twice in like 10 seconds. Now that I've noticed. But yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back to streaming for sure. Making videos is a little weird. I still don't know what I really want to do or like and how to do them, but at minimum I will be back to streaming shortly. So thank you all for watching my return video. Hopefully you enjoyed the tea content. I probably got to get back into mahjong too. I've been out of practice. I've just been so busy. So a lot of stuff to look forward to. Thank you to all of my fans, to all of everybody who watches these videos. Thank you and have a great rest of your day.